All right, everybody. All right, we'll get going. New game. We got 15 players, no travelers this time. So what do I want to do? I'm kind of debating on doing a Kazali. Sure, why not? Default's 2 outsiders. It's kind of tempting to put in all 4 outsiders. Now let's stick with 3 outsiders. Let's do a damsel. Let's do a hatter. Time to burn 3 outsiders. Kazali with hatter for a deferred extension cord. Let's get a recluse. I think it's fine. I'm thinking about leaving out Undertaker as a, if we even have a spy, as a like a spy bluff kind of thing. Let's get an artist. Let's get an investigator. Yeah, let's leave out investigator if we can help it. Get Pixie again. Monk. Empath. Mathematician. It gets a little harder because there's less drunkenness and poisoning now. Let's put in a fisherman. Let's put in soldier, cannibal, raven keeper. We may have to kind of have like almost everything in. Maybe we should put in all 4 outsiders, just just kind of even it out just a little bit. I guess let's put in a huntsman. Mathematician. So I'll leave our bluffs as investigator, undertaker, dreamer. Of course, all the minions will have bluffs by default. Yeah, this is fine. So let's pass out these characters. Damsel becomes something potentially, yeah. And Damsel has a good chance of being poisoned too. Lewis is our Kazali. We're gonna put our bluffs down. We could double up bluffs with what characters we're taking out, but I don't think we want to. I think I'm just do this. I think it's fine. I don't know if we'll kind of have to wait. I'll pick Nina's Raven Keeper again. We'll wait to do our Pixie because and Puzzle Master because we have to kind of wait till the Kazali does the stuff. All right, let's get to it.
Back into the box of.
All right, town. Good night. Good luck.
If they're never going to come back, it's the ones that are in the center. They call it the graveyard. So
the graveyard, yeah.
That tracks. Thank you.
Hello, let's just do it this way. You're the Kazali.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Please pick your minions.
This is both the first time I've ever been the Kazali, and I've always said that if I'm ever the Kazali in a game with Dave B, I'm going to pick him. So I'd like for him to be the Scarlet Woman, please.
All right, let's see. Just making a note of his original character.
Yeah.
All right.
And can Nina please be the spy? And
all right.
Who would be a good goblin? Tossing up between Blake and Robert. I feel like I've summoned Robert a couple times, so maybe can Blake be the goblin, please?
All right. All right. Well, you learn those 3 as minions. Your character's out of play. Sorry, give me a second. Is investigator, undertaker, and dreamer.
All right. Thank you. So just putting the last one down. There it is.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Yeah.
All right. We'll let the minions know what's up. Blake, you are evil goblin. Nina, you are evil spy. Dave B, You are evil, Scarlet Woman. Alright. Pixie. So who do we want the Pixie to learn? We could do Cannibal again. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, let's show Pixie the Cannibal again. I don't want to send Blake his info yet until he's seen his message, but let's just go ahead and send these three their info. Now, they will not learn a damsel's in play because there is a spy in play, even though there is a damsel in play. Alright, Blake's seeing it. These are your minions. This is a demon. Alright, we can go ahead and start doing this stuff. So Pixie, let's learn Cannibal. Huntsman, see if he wants to use his ability. I would choose the puzzle drunk after a Kazali does their thing. Speaking of which, I do need to create a puzzle drunk. Let's make our puzzle drunk. Let's go with the monk. I think that's a decent-ish puzzle drunk. Huntsman, Robert, where is Robert? Robert gets to learn a 1. Huntsman, keeping their ability. Nina told Lewis, not cool, lol. Spy, so did anybody's ability work abnormally? I don't think it did. So mathematicians will learn a 0, so Nina can see the Grim. Len can learn a 0. And once they both see that, we'll be good to go. We don't really count, or at least I don't normally really count jinxes as registering for a mathematician. I kind of like the way Emma looks at it. She looks at it as it's an alteration to the game's rules rather than just merely a character ability, if that makes sense. So yeah. All right. All right, here we go. All right, good morning, town. Rise and shine. Got a 15-player game of our extended chord campaign, game 2. Yeah, good luck. Got about 5 minutes.
I'm gonna
Hello.
get this out of the way now
All right.
Is it done? Can I ask, is the demon closer clockwise from me? So basically, Lewis to Dave B.
So is it close?
So Lewis to Dave B is the demon between Lewis and Dave B.
You learn yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. All right. Set it out of the way.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, I welcome the protection, and if we're playing with these rules with no dashi, like, that's good too. Like, if I gain an ability that functions in the day, like, perfect. So I would love your protection.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks. See ya. Quick question. In a world where I'm no dashi poisoned and then I'm monk protected, like, does that mean that if whoever, like, it means there's not a cannibal in the game, but whoever I, like, see, if they were to die, I would gain the cannibal ability? Is that how that would work if I was protected from?
Yeah, so if you're poisoned night one, your information's arbitrary. It might be true, it might not be. The token could be on anybody. If you're mad as the character that you learned and you're sober and healthy, and that player with the token dies, you will get the ability that you learned, even if it was not in playability.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll just keep going. I've changed my token entirely. Like, I'm nothing but the cannibal. Just the cannibal. Okay,
Sounds
awesome.
good.
Thank you.
Yep. Also, I believe, and Nashbull, if you're around, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think if the Kazali's executed and then we get a Scarlet Woman turned Kazali, that will not eliminate the Kazali, I think, until the other Kazali is executed. I think that's a thing.
Spy is poor, because if a spy is in the game, I'm poisoned, which means you cannot guess me.
So the damsel, gotcha.
Yeah, the thing is, you just double claim me.
Just pick all the minions except for like spy just to guess the damsel.
Yeah. I claimed Hannah to Naomi. I would appreciate if we swapped for now.
You want me to claim damsel?
If you would.
Okay, I'll claim
something else. But
Yeah.
You have it.
Yeah, as I say, I've used my question. I'm not sure on the answer yet, but we'll see whether.
Good, yeah. I haven't heard of is Cannibal still? Yeah, Cannibal's still in the script. I haven't heard of a Cannibal, so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we auto need to kill you, but, you know.
Yeah, that's.
Hello.
So, what do you feel like doing on this fine day?
It seems like all I do is talk to evil people day one, so who knows? I talked to you day one, but all three of the others were.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm good again this time.
Yeah.
I'll just start claiming. I'm the puzzle master.
Damn it. There's another puzzle master. Or, well, we didn't have one last time. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Huntsman.
All right. Cool. I've not heard any damsel indication. Well, someone's claimed damsel to me, but I think they're just claiming that to everyone for the bit.
Maybe once.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But all right, it is what it is. We probably still have an Odashi just because that's basically what this script is built around, though. So.
Yeah, I was also thinking we probably have a spy. Like either we have a spy because of 3%, or we have a we either have a spy 70% of the chance because of the randomness, or if it's a Kazali, then I feel like it's just like that bumps up to 90% we have a spy. So.
Yeah, I think we just do. So I'm just a soldier. They're not gonna kill me. They can't. So oh well. They lose the poisoner, so they just cannot, which is cool.
I'm the cannibals.
Him, but it was just fun.
But still, I mean,
it was a good time.
You gotta break some eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's me. I'm just gonna see how many fights I can pick.
Classic.
Yeah.
Another classic campaign subplot.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, okay, perfect. You haven't asked your question yet?
I don't ask a question. I get advice.
Oh, sorry, you haven't gone for your advice yet. Yeah.
I have not.
Okay.
But
you
who
should
can
do
tell?
that so that
Maybe
we can
I'll do
kill
it
you.
right
so
now.
that- yeah, because then we can kill you, and then but then we don't have a fisherman for the next game. That's sad, but it would
Yeah.
benefit me. So
I don't like the part where I die or it benefits.
well, yeah. Bye.
And somebody else? Those are the evil team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
Love me a damsel game. I am a damsel. Guess me, I dare you.
I don't think we need to worry about guessing because there's almost certainly a spy in this game.
Well,
I mean, 75% if it's Nodashi and
There
100%
is
if it's Kazali.
I 100% thought there was a spy in last game, and I was wrong. So
If I was a Kazali, I'd probably pick a marionette just to be stupid.
If you're poisoned as the damsel, we could still execute you and take the damsel out of the script, which has its own merits.
Does Nina really want that though?
As someone who's been pretty public about being the cannibal, I don't love the idea of executing a damsel. But I guess, yeah, if it's poison, sure.
Well, you wouldn't be. Cannibal Pixie would. Cannibal Damsel would not be poisoned.
Oh, true. We have to kill Lauren and then Nina.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Sam, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question. With the spy damsel jinx, it says the damsel is poisoned. Would that tick a math number?
I roll that it doesn't. I like how Emma describes it. She thinks of jinxes as alterations to the rules of the game and not necessarily this is a character ability.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
What about a cannibal who has the damsel ability if there's a spy in play? Would that guess be valid or is that poisoned as well?
Jinxes are usually considered to be between abilities and not specific characters necessarily. So that would still be poisoned, yeah.
All right.
You hear that, Merrick? You can't make your guess.
So we can, yeah.
Merrick claimed goblin to me.
Chris?
Yeah. Just so people are aware, I am the artist that has asked my question. I've given my answer to one person. I've shared it with one person. So if you want to get rid of me, that's fine. But I thought I'd put that out there.
Sounds like a boom dandy to me.
In appreciation for Chris's noble sacrifice, Brody will nominate Lauren.
Brody nominates Lauren. State your case.
I said last game I wouldn't be satisfied until Lauren's dead. I am continuing that tradition.
Lauren.
Sounds like a really fun way to play this game.
Vote with your heart. Bullshit. I can play both sides.
All right. Majority is 8.
Brody, politician confirmed.
Chris, does your information help, like, find a demon, find evil, or?
It helps find a demon, but
One's not enough.
That's fine. You can hold that.
It's not too narrowing just yet because obviously it's day one.
Merrick.
Don't want to share it with you.
I nominate myself.
Merrick nominates Merrick. State your case.
All right. You guys want to get the goblin off the script, at least temporarily. You can kill me, and then we can re-rack. We might even have time for an extra game.
Are you claiming goblin?
I claimed goblin, by the way, if that wasn't clear.
All right. Goblin has been claimed. I do want to clarify that there is a flesh and bone jinx with Goblin that if they die or if they're executed and their abilities used, they're retired but not eliminated, which means they'll be taken off the script but can be put back on at a later time. With that said, Goblin has been claimed. Majority is 8. Here we go.
I believe this wholeheartedly.
I actually
Let's
don't
let
think...
Merrick have a bit more fun as the Goblin before doing this.
What?
Give it a few more days.
Get this right now.
Merrick's like, I'm having so much fun.
5 is not enough.
I fully support Merrick and all chaos they intend to cause.
Nice. Thank you.
Me too.
I have heard of a math 0, so I am in it's likely a Kazali world.
I mean, it's also Nodashi could be just next to people like artists who hadn't used their question yet and such. So
absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
So the mathematician.
Second call for nominations.
Mathematician.
Are you interested in testing one of the mathematician's neighbors, Steve? Like we
No, I'm just
speculating?
helping with that information for people who may not have heard it.
They can also be lying.
So it could also be one of my neighbours, to be fair. Because I don't know if my information is correct or not, but
Last call for nominations.
I'll nominate Chris.
Robert nominates Chris. State your case.
I mean, I don't think there's any way we can legitimately believe someone who just says they're the artist and they ask their question day one. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. Also, there's potential cannibal, so we could get a second artist question.
All right, Chris.
yep, I'm just the artist. This is fine.
Majority is 8.
I mean, Lauren, how do you feel about getting artists?
The reason I was kind of hesitating there was because I don't like the idea of eliminating artists from the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Chris,
8 is enough. Chris is
I
about to
really
die.
like the artist, but
Well, it might get replaced by something even more powerful.
I
mean, Chris could be evil.
I would recommend not getting attached to characters in this campaign.
yeah, I know. I was just like, I'm going against my
Rocket's
own
artist
personal
question did
self-interest.
kind of solve the last game because 2 of the remaining 3 were in his artist note.
Gonna count from 10. 5.
There's bound to be at least an Undertaker or a Cannibal.
Chris has been executed and dies. Game continues. Good night.
Robert,
Alright.
have you heard of a hard claim of cannibal?
I have.
Yeah, there'll be artist eliminated.
Funnily enough, I've heard of 2 of them. I'm so
Monk.
excited.
I've heard of 2 of as well.
Pixie's
Ghazali.
still there.
Monk
Wonder if
is
the monk will
protecting
protect the right
Lauren.
one this time.
I mean, I have heard of 2 outsiders.
Ghazali is killing Steve.
I have
There
heard
also
one
goes our
outsider.
puzzle drunk.
And then a bunch of fake damsel claims, of course.
Mine's not fake.
You
I put the wrong token down earlier, but that's fine.
Excuse me.
I mean, Nina's the damsel. Everyone knows Nina's the damsel.
Alright.
Babe,
Huntsman.
I did it on Monday on the group.
Use your ability.
Again.
Nina is the hard claim damsel.
Huh?
Empath will continue to learn a 1.
I got a hard claim of damsel from somebody else.
No.
I was
Nina
claiming
is
they
the
Let's
won.
hold on
hard
to it. We
claim
can go
damsel.
ahead and
It's not.
do our spy. Empath learns a 1. Mathematician should learn a 0. Actually, I don't know if there's much in the way of anybody getting bad info. Medar can ask an artist question tomorrow. He probably will, I would assume. Could be quite powerful, potentially. Alright, yeah. Mathematician learns 0. Bam.
Well, if I'm the marionette, I've not been told, so.
That's what they all say.
Oh, haven't I told you yet?
Head upstairs, Sean.
10-4.
10-4 indeed. Good morning. Steve died in the night. There are 13 players alive. Give you about 4 minutes.
I think I trust your claim now, Steve.
If only there was an oracle to check.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here to ask an artist question. Given that what Steve claimed to me, I'm imagining I won't be given an answer.
Well, that is indeed true. I'll not give you an answer, but I'll still entertain any question you have, but I just won't answer it.
Just won't answer it. Okay, no, that's cool. Asking. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Do any clue?
I hear that's what you're claiming.
I'm the actual damsel. I'm the
Yeah,
actual
I got you.
damsel.
I'm the monk. So.
Okay, that's fine. I know. Yes. Thing is, Merrick doesn't.
Which means you probably don't want to come out with that.
Yeah. Nina does know. The problem is, so does Merrick.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just claiming Hatter. See what goes around on that.
Sounds good. All right.
Thanks.
See you.
Cool.
Yep. All right. Good luck. Bye.
All right. Cheers. Question about Puzzle Master Cannibal.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a second puzzle drunk player should I be executed and there's a cannibal in play?
Yes, although potentially it could be on the same player, probably a different player, but yeah.
I figured as much. All right, cool. Thank you.
No problem. And I'll try to talk, but
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here for advice, and I'm actually going to write it down this time. Last time I didn't and proceeded to immediately forget it.
All right. Let's try to think of some good advice. What's some good advice? Ooh, I'm actually not sure. Let me think about it.
Do you want me to come back?
Yeah, if you don't mind to come back before the end of the day, I'll ping you when I get something.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks. What's some good advice? I was going to think about it later, but we're on the spot now. I was going to try to do something about trusting the damsel, but Matthew's already been pretty open about the damsel. So, are we at something about goblin? Are we at risk of the good team losing to a goblin? I'm not sure that we really are. I could say something like I think everybody can just kind of openly claim, and it's fine.
Hey.
Hello.
I would like to do an artist question.
You can sure try if you'd like.
Are Lauren, Brody, Ned, Lynn, or Blake the demon?
Lauren, Brody, Ned, or Blake?
And Lynn.
And Lynn.
Yeah.
You learn no.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Good luck. Let's see if we can get no. I'm going to say something about, everybody can be pretty open about their claims. Are they going to chat?
Hello.
Hello. All right. My advice is something along the lines of, you should convince everybody that they can be pretty open with all of their claims.
All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Good luck. It's pretty powerful, I think. I mean, it kind of says everybody. I mean, it kind of says that a spy. Kind of says a damsel can out. It kind of says that nobody's getting bad info. I feel like they can be pretty powerful.
Okay. Makes sense, Lynn. Makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Lynn's the puzzle drunk.
You're guessing Lynn as the puzzle drunk. You learn. What should we learn here? It's always a question, right?
Yep.
You learn. You learn Robert.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Brody, go ahead.
Brody would like to nominate Robert.
Brody nominates Robert. State your case.
I'm the puzzle master. I used my guess on a mathematician who's gotten consistent zeros, and I learned Robert. Robert is also a part of the artist ping as being a potential demon. This seems like as good a reason as any.
All right, Robert.
I mean, I could be just the puzzle drunk. I'm definitely not the demon. I'm sorry, I'm not a mathematician. I'm empath with a 1. I got confused because I get numbers. So, people don't like the empath anyway. So you can always eliminate it from the script. But I'm not a good kill because I know I'm good.
Tea lady would be interesting. Maybe we'll get that.
All right, majority is 7. Here we go.
I'm not voting only because Robert is my neighbor.
Well, Robert lied to me, so I gotta.
A lot of votes, though.
That is probably not a demon. Meaning I'm probably not a marionette.
Evil votes for evil all the time.
7 is enough.
Although a lot of them dropped. That's
Robert's about to die.
Robert, sorry, did you just hard claim your role publicly?
Yes.
I did.
What did you say?
I am empath with a 1.
Oh, okay.
Merrick.
That's what I heard from you before too.
I
know.
The other side of you is in a double point.
Merrick nominates Merrick. State your case.
So, here's if you guys can lose the battle to win the war. Get Goblin off the script and have enough time to play maybe a 4th game. We'll see. Kill me.
There is a jinx. The goblin will not be off the script.
Yes, you have to not claim it to remove it.
It would be off the script, just only temporarily.
Only for a little while.
Goblin has been claimed. 7 to tie. 8 to execute.
Why is nobody voting for this? Don't you guys want to have a 4th game?
I'll vote.
Yep. I have heard of a
Unless more
dreamer
people
that,
put their hands up, in which case I'm dropping.
that did dream Merrick as the goblin, but I think if Merrick's good, then they would just get goblin anyway as the other role.
I
3 is not enough.
Goblin.
Yeah, Sam likes to have fun. He would totally give Goblin as the second.
Oh yeah,
looks good.
Last call.
Steve, is there anything you feel comfortable sharing?
I received no information.
I know what Steve is.
I'm going to nominate Lauren.
Robert nominates Lauren. State your case.
Well, it is equal parts self-preservation and going after my information. I am empath with a 1. I have heard 3 claims of the role she claimed to me, so I don't know.
All right, Lauren.
Yeah, I'm the cannibal. I have heard somebody else claim it. I understand that the 3rd claim is not real. I think I'm the other person who claimed it didn't seem too concerned about me claiming it, so I'm currently assuming they're my pixie. The reason I really want to rule Robert out here is that my artist question that I asked today cleared him, and if he's an Odashi, that would happen.
All right, 7 to tie. 8 to execute.
I think Cannibal is a good rule to get off the script. We already have Undertaker. Might as well actually.
For the record, I still think Robert's lying, but I am committing to the bit.
4 is not enough. Lauren's safe for today.
Undertaker and Cannibal is just redundant.
Hardly.
I count from 10. 5.
Robert was a demon. I think there'd be more panic.
Robert has been executed and it dies. The game continues.
I
Good
can't
night.
nominate Dave.
And Scarlet Woman's on script. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't nominate Dave. I'm dead.
Yeah, I think Merrick, it's a combination of being a little quiet, and I think also sometimes in this app when other people are talking,
Yeah, it's Ghazali. it's probably everything but Marionette, unless the Kazali.
Sometimes the mics get quiet, like kind of, what do you call it, like suppressed a little.
Because if it is
Alright.
Kazali, they probably made a spy their neighbor.
So Cannibal will get
You can
empath
start looking
info.
at pairs, people who are chatting to their neighbors a lot.
Gotta mute that. All right, no monks. We just have our Kazali kill to start out with. Killing Ned, who is our huntsman. Fair enough. I think he probably could have had a decent chance of getting the damsel, because Matthew's been pretty open about it. No Hatter, no more huntsman. Damsel's not doing anything. Matt R gets empath info. I think we're gonna give a 1. I think we want the spy register as evil, because I think there's kind of, I think, heat on the left side of the Grim in general because of the artist question. So I kind of want some heat away from Lewis, and putting it on Naomi or Nina would be a way to do that. That's my thinking there. So we'll get Matt R1. We'll wake. Of course, also Mathematician would get a number if we misregistered the spy. Wake up Nina, show her the Grim. And we'll wake up Lynn. Show 0 because nobody's ability worked abnormally. Puzzle Master worked as normal. The artist question was normal. No, the Cannibal artist question. All right, we're good to go.
You're not nearly chaotic enough for
that. Thank you.
Good morning, town. Ned died in the night. There are 11 players live. Give you 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Ned, do you think it's a spy game?
Investigator.
2 received an empath 1.
Okay, so that would seem to indicate Dave.
Right, then obviously, or I can trust my neighbors if you're evil and it's poison, so. But, okay. So.
I am what I said I was.
Okay.
Need the screen.
Yeah.
I may be tunneling.
You could be, or they're sharing information. I mean, you said he's claiming an info role, but I'd keep an eye out.
Yeah, Nina claimed to be the Raven Keeper, so again.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a spy game, if he's claiming that Ned just claimed that he didn't feel super like a good kill for a spy demon, so that would actually
night so far. So
Okay.
in my eyes, it's Kazali, except if Merrick is just the Nodashi bluffing as Goblin.
Which that's a thing. Okay.
And I don't know because they're not going to kill him because he probably is one of the 2 roles. He's probably either the Goblin or the Nodashi. But...
Do you think it's a spy game?
Night 2.
Fine. We're just gonna sell the world that Robert's the puzzle drunk now. Then.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Naomi or Dave B.
Yep.
According to my info, because it can't be Lauren.
Yep.
So I mean, I could have just got like a legit no on a recluse. It could also be Blake's just a minion who's claiming recluse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm fine with going after Naomi or Nina today. See what we get from there.
Well, then you can just believe I'm the Goblin.
I'll choose to believe you. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
I got Nodashi or Huntsman. I basically just went up to Ned and asked, "Are you the Huntsman?" And he said yes. So
it's worth checking one of my neighbors.
Yeah, who are you most sus of out of the
Dave.
two? Dave. All right. Yeah, it could be worth checking him. I don't know anything about him. Like I know Lauren because she's been quite loud. But
Yeah. Which, yeah. All right.
Cool. All right.
I nominate Matthew's empty chair.
I trust you now. I didn't know yesterday.
Well, it doesn't do it like that now.
All right. Well, welcome back, town. Looks like we've lost Matthew. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. But nominations are open.
So, do we trust these three?
I didn't hear what you said, Lewis. What's up?
Do we trust these three cannibals that apparently exist?
I don't trust one of them, and for that, I'll nominate Lauren.
Dave nominates Lauren. State your case.
Okay, there's going to be a few things here. They're claiming cannibal. They're claiming that they got an empath with a 1. I know that I'm good. If that sells me as being an evil next to... Like, if Lauren is sober, healthy, cannibal, there's no way that Robert would have gotten a 1. So I think they're either A, evil, and just backed into a bluff that's already claimed out there. B, a pixie that we can feed to the actual cannibal. Then the real cannibal will get pixie information and see another role that's in play, which would be great cannibal food. Either way, I think Lauren is a great execution today because her information is just wrong.
All right, Lauren.
I was thinking if my information was wrong, it was because Robert was evil. That was where I was. So it's interesting that you're not even going in that direction. It makes me kind of wonder if my information's just right.
All right, I was trying to kill a little time to see if Matthew comes back, but
Matthew just texted me. He needs to restart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wonder how long that'll be.
I support this vote as I'm very trustworthy.
All right, I am going to. I don't know. I'll go ahead and run the vote, and then we'll try to wait a few moments for other nominations. Sorry if this affects anything. I don't know if Matthew would have voted or not.
Like, Dave was like one of the first people who I told that information I got because I wasn't necessarily trusting it because I wasn't necessarily trusting Robert. So I don't know.
I am going to run the vote. Majority is 6.
I'll just say to anyone that I talked to on day 1, and all of whom I lied to, the reason I didn't out my information is because I wanted to make sure I wasn't a marionette. Ned was the first person I told the truth to.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I'd nominate myself, but I don't
6
think anybody's gonna vote for it.
is enough.
Lewis, I did hear the third person back down.
Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I might as well share my artist information now because I think it's semi-relevant. Basically, I asked if between Lewis and Dave B, it's the demon, and I got a yes.
Oh, okay.
Say that again?
Lauren.
I will nominate Dave B.
I'll wait just a second because Matthew looks like he's loading in.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, he's got headphones. It means he can in theory hear, so we'll do it. All
I
right.
might need to refresh, but yeah.
Yeah, Laura nominates Dave B. State your case.
If people were wondering where the third cannibal claim was, my understanding is that it was Dave B. And that he had been in a role swap with somebody else who is claiming my role. So I didn't know what to make of that. I'm happy to be taken off the board because of this artist info, but I'm still operating just even that accusation. I just feel like Dave B. is evil.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, I was in a swap temporarily, but then with so many people claiming it, I'm backing off of that role swap. I'm just a soldier. Of course, they're going to try to push on me as a frame. So I think it's fine. They already know. I can be killed at any time. I don't care.
All right, 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
I would back off a roll swap really fast if I was evil too. I get it.
Well, if there's 3 people sticking with Cannibal,
There are not 3.
One's not enough.
I'm gonna nominate Naomi.
Nina nominates Naomi. State your case.
Lauren, if you are the empath and you got a 1, it's possible that it's coming from here.
Not the empath, cannibal.
Right, cannibal empath, whatever. Yeah.
All right, Naomi.
Sorry, I didn't get the chance to talk to you. I am a spent roll. I am willing to die and take this character off the campaign because I don't like it.
All right, 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
Lauren, probably.
Also, probably good cannibal food for the record.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think with
might just be a bluff, and maybe I think they're both lying.
The empath one and Lauren claiming the empath one, I think it's exceedingly
3's not
unlikely
enough.
for Naomi to be the evil one.
Yeah, I wondered if Naomi might be a spy.
Yeah, there'd have to be a spy on that.
Any more nominations?
I'd like to nominate Nina.
Madar nominates Nina. State your case.
I am the actual cannibal, and I actually did get a 1. So we should kill Nina or Naomi. That's why I was voting on Naomi. So yeah, I think we should kill Nina if we're not going to kill Naomi, and the role they claimed is probably worth killing.
It's a Raven Keeper. It's not worth killing.
You could get a Banshee.
That was also the reason why I nominated Naomi, because Matt R told me that.
And Lauren's also a no on my artist question as a demon, so
Yeah.
we shouldn't
I mean,
kill Lauren.
My world.
I mean, I know Matt is not the cannibal, but I
What's
have
that?
not ruled out him being my pixie. But I can't.
I don't
All
know
right.
if we need to do this, but I don't really want to tie it, so I'm not going to vote on myself.
6 to tie,
You know, I
7
don't
to
want to die
execute.
'cause I want to get cannibal info still. Vote
Well, and
no.
also if they kill us at night, we could get a Raven Keeper pick too, right? So
See, Blake's in the room, so don't trust that.
Come on, one time, you know.
3. So not
Wow.
enough.
Well, Blake.
I'm going to count from 10.
I will say Nina outing as Raven Keeper when it's not for sure a spy game
5.
is sus, but
I think it's almost certainly a
I
spy.
think it's a
See,
spy,
Why?
for
Why
sure.
why do we have cannibals?
Lauren has been executed and
It's
dies.
almost true.
The game continues. Good night.
Cannibal's also a great bluff for a spy.
It is. But
All right. Well, that's a pixie eliminated. And that is a pixie ability for a cannibal. Okay, so I think that empath 1 for the cannibal worked out pretty well. Also, recursive acronym. Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. The prime sub. All right, we'll get our Kazali kill. Killing Matt R. Okay, so he won't be getting pixie info, which makes sense. Probably this will mean he'll be kind of tunneling on either Nina or Naomi. Yeah, well, I mean, that's about all there is to it as far as info goes. Nina will get get the Grim. Oop. Yep, that all looks good. Len's gonna get a 0. I don't think there's any way for it to go above 0 at this point. doing pretty good on timing too, so I'm not anxious to rush it too much at this point. We'll be down to 9 players. We're gonna take that token off. All right, so far we got 3 townsfolk eliminated from the campaign. So Eagles, not doing too bad. We got 3 outsiders alive. 3 outsiders, 2 townsfolk, 3 minions. Yep. All right. Good morning, town. Madar died in the night. There are 9 players alive. Give you about another 3
I
minutes.
think that's the real cannibal.
That makes sense.
And
Dave
that's
is
why I
so
wanted
evil.
you to live. You being alive was
I
like
know, I know.
Was my
That's why I
soldier.
wanted to. I know. He's so evil, Matt. Like that was so evil, and he knew I couldn't fully defend it, and explain that his logic was flawed. He's so evil. I was, although I thought it might have been both of you because of Naomi's fisherman advice, which was people apparently that they should encourage people to come clean about their roles. So it had me like, if that was real,
okay.
I was like. Maybe it isn't just about a spy thing. I think they
Yeah.
could be a spy, to be honest. But
You should convince everyone they should be open with their claims.
Gotcha.
So, that's fun.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I have Lauren as the pixie cannibal, and then Madar as the actual cannibal. At least that's what I've got in my world. And Dave was claiming cannibal for the purpose of trying to hide who it was. That's my understanding.
That would make sense. I have also heard evidence that goes with that as well.
Yeah. Lewis is claiming Dreamer, and the only person who I've heard who actually is backing them up is Nina. But I'm wondering if that might be a demon minion or a minion pair.
Could very much be so.
And in my world, if that's the case, I mean, Merrick is doing Merrick things, so flip a coin whether minion or not. But honestly,
I know. I was told that before I pinged out that little time. Sorry, Sam. I got a cloud flare.
It happens.
Yeah, but yeah, Ned was the huntsman. Merrick was claiming Hatter. He does know that. He does know that I'm the damsel, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's claiming Hatter.
Okay.
So that's the.
Not Goblin?
Yeah, he gave Hatter to me.
Across the way, but that's Merrick's. Yeah, I don't.
No.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
We'll see. All right. Thanks.
Later.
Damsel to hedge my bets. I think Steve was killed because Spy would want to get rid of the monk as soon as possible. Then kill Ned because the damsel would only have value in a spy game. Without it, I'm ignoring that because that lady is crazy and just doesn't speak when she calls. Anyway,
do you think Nina is the Raven Keeper again?
she seemed sincere in the conversation. I have no reason to doubt that right now.
Which we can't have unless Kazali.
Ooh, who's Recluse?
Blake's claimed Recluse to me. So he could just be a minion.
Probably tell that.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
If there's a tomorrow.
I was still talking and you left.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The gong went off.
Oop. There we go.
Of course it's Lyndon Brody.
Sorry, we were just hashing out some things.
We were yapping.
Oh, welcome back. Nominations are open. Lauren.
Yeah, so I was the pixie so long as both me and the cannibal were alive. Evil couldn't do anything about us, so they had to kill one of us during the day. That wasn't something I could really defend without outing that I was the pixie. I feel very strongly that Dave B is evil. He's also part of the artist question. I really think we should roll him out. They couldn't kill Matt R until I was dead, and they killed Matt R as soon as I was dead.
Possibly.
So we're sure it's a spy game then.
I think it's absolutely a spy.
I think spy is very likely.
As the soldier, they're going to start pushing on me because they can't get me at night. So I'm going to have to be executed at some point.
Yeah, 90% spy.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, somebody's also apparently puzzle drunk, so that's something to consider as well.
Yeah, I've heard of Puzzle Monster and Recluse, so
I have 2 Hatter claims, no puzzle or recluse claim.
I've got Hatter claim and a very unreliable Hatter claim.
I'm the recluse.
What's causing all these outsiders? Was it just the Kazali having a bunch of them in, or what?
Brody.
Probably.
Brody will nominate Blake.
Brody nominates Blake. State your case.
So, I think this is more than likely a Kazali game. I think Chris was right that the demon was in the spot that they thought. I think that demon was Robert. I think the empath info was kind of bogus, so I'm ignoring Dave B for now. I could be wrong. Right now, Blake is... Like, I've known that Blake was a recluse for a while, but everyone else's info does seem pretty legit, so Blake is a huge question mark for me.
All right, Blake.
I know Merrick's not the goblin because I'm the goblin.
All right.
Matt R has, I think,
I
pertinent
think I
here,
took
don't
that
you, Matt
one.
R?
Yeah, Blake's not the demon. He's not the recluse either. He's probably just the goblin. I did an artist.
I
think I trust that one.
Goblin has been claimed.
After Blake was the demon with other people, and I got a no. So
Majority is 5.
Vote him out.
I feel honored, Matt R.
I had to go with my usual suspects, and you're one of them.
I think if Blake was Kazali, that he would have picked me 100%.
I've been Kazali before, and I didn't pick you, Lynn.
Oh, you have many times before.
One's not enough.
Bangu jump, yes, Kazali, not necessarily.
My worry, Matt R, is you could be the. But
I'm clearing a couple people that are still alive, including Blake.
Yeah.
Lauren and Ned also cleared, but they're dead, so that didn't help.
Second call for nominations.
Ned always seems to be the demon, so I wanted to clear.
and again, if somebody's telling the truth, somebody's puzzle drunk. So
So, I mean, the demons to me have to be either Dave B, Naomi, Nina, or Lewis. And I did get a legit one on your... If you're actually the empath, Robert, I got a
I
one.
am actually the empath.
So then one of Nina or Naomi are evil.
Yeah, I think that's
Nominate
worth.
Naomi again.
All right, Nina nominates Naomi. State your case.
I'm not evil.
Naomi.
Still suicidal.
Majority is 5.
What if Blake is actually no Dashi poisoning the artist's info? He's claiming Goblin to stay alive.
That's a world.
That is a world.
Mm-hmm. Would also be a world where I'd have to be poisoned.
Yeah.
5 is enough. Naomi is about to die.
Yeah, which doesn't work. You'd have to be puzzled.
For the record, I am
puzzles
good.
don't matter.
Don't like this on default, but oh well. It gets Fisherman off the script, and that's what's important to me.
Oh, you don't want to nominate me? That's crazy.
Fisherman.
All right. We count from 10. 5.
I'll nominate Brody.
Matthew nominates Brody. State your case.
I don't know why Brody wants me to do this. I'll just pass the accusation to him.
Okay. Brody?
Okay.
I think Naomi's suicidality makes me read them as good. I think Matt R got legit info as the artist. So you got Blake, and who else is not being the demon?
He said Robert and Ned is what he said. Yeah.
No, I didn't say Robert. I said Lauren, Ned,
Oh.
Brody, Lynn, and Blake are not the demon.
All right, excellent. That at least is enough to tell me that Blake's not the recluse even. So I think Blake is legit just the goblin. If we want to keep Naomi's role in the game, you're probably fine getting rid of a puzzle master. But main point is, I think Naomi is good here.
In that case, Merrick's probably just the demon then. But...
5 to tie, 6 to execute.
Then Chris's info was wrong.
With Matt's information, I know I'm not evil, so.
Chris's info is pointing to this side, unless you think that the demon that started out and then it moved to a Scarlet Woman.
One's not enough.
Merrick's definitely.
I know, that makes me think it's definitely Spy.
When I count from 10 again. 5. Naomi has been executed and dies. The game continues. Manny is offering to travel, and I don't see why not. So I randomize the seat number. And I randomize that you would be sitting right here. And Manny, let's talk to you at night when we go tonight to figure out what travel you'll be. So good night, everybody.
I think it would have been funnier if I was the Nodashi.
All right. The concept of a recommended traveler is kind of out the window at this point, but
yeah. I don't know. I was trying to see how the script has changed. I mean, I guess seeing as Nodashi's still in the script and a lot of people are dead, why not Bone Collector?
we did Bone Collector. We did do Bone Collector last game. It never got to do anything. Yeah, I think Bone Collector is fine. Now the question is, of course, to make you good or evil.
Ooh, I can't help you there.
Yeah. I think we'll make you good.
Okay, sounds good. And I won't use it tonight because.
Okay, fair enough. That would have been great, not knowing anything about the game and just blindly.
Blindly pick the demon who's passed to their Scarlet Woman? Yes.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you.
Alright, bye.
Yeah. I thought about making them evil, but like I am also, I guess, not surprised that they're not pushing on Lewis, but I think they're just kind of tunneling on Nina and Day possibly being evil, and now they're kind of thinking Merrick is. Like, if it was like 5 minutes earlier, I would have made, I think, Manny evil. Yeah, I think Bone Collector could really help right now. Yeah, a good Bone Collector could really make a difference here.
I'll give you a hint. I'm mad, but not in the way you think.
Manny, I would love to be Bone
Are you
Collector
angry?
to go tonight.
I mean,
I think there's better options. I think Chris or Robert are better options.
If they execute Merrick, they can move the goblin around. Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
I feel like Chris is
If you're the puzzle drunk and you get Bone Collector.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're still puzzle drunk.
You're still puzzle
Yeah,
drunk.
that's my worry.
That's why I don't think Robert's a good pick, unless.
Well, that's kind of how I feel about Chris too, though.
Yeah.
Hello, we are going to do Hatter Shenanigans.
Yes. Are you
hold on.
traditional or the alternate?
Traditional. I'm just going to bring everybody in, and then we'll. Yeah. If I can get people in. Hello. I'm trying to get everybody in for Hatter Shenanigans.
I assumed it was time. Chaos or not?
No chaos. But I'm having trouble getting Blake in, so. Alright, well, I guess Blake will just get last choice. So, no Chaos Hatter. So, Yeah, pick
I might
characters.
as well swap to Nodashi, just in case.
There's no reason not to, but it's...
All right.
I think I will go Goblin.
All right.
Scarlet Woman. I'll stay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Nodashi doesn't really do anything, but like they said, well, it can do something with the Bone Collector. So that could actually be important. Let's see. Still see if we can get Blake in, because he can't. Oh, hey. Sorry, we were doing Hatter shenanigans. Others have already picked. I just went and did it. So you can't say the Goblin. So please pick another minion to be.
Another minion to be. Sorry, what's on here? What? Marionette.
Okay. You are now the recluse.
Okay. Alright. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh goodness. I meant to put recluse for this token. Alright, is the marionette. Change character. There we go. That's funny. Alright, we'll let Lewis know that oh well. Yeah, we'll get to let Lewis know that this player is Blake Marionette. And then make a choice. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't even make a choice again. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry. So, okay, mathematician. Nothing worked up normally, right? Yeah, I didn't need to make a choice again. All right. Good morning, town. Merrick died in the night. There are 7 players supposed to travel alive. Manny has traveled in as a bone collector. I'll give you all about 2 or 3 minutes.
That reduces
The
some
demon clearly wanted to keep their goblin on the script for next game.
I don't think he's a goblin. I think the
No,
goblin...
I know what Merrick.
I was the cannibal.
Okay.
I got an artist question after Chris died. I asked if Lauren, Brody, Ned, Lynn, or Blake are the demon. Got a no. And then after Robert was executed, I got an empath 1. That would have been on Naomi and Nina. Lauren was the... Robert had an empath... Robert was the empath with 1.
Your empath would be Naomi and Nina. Yes.
Shit.
So
Hey Sam, how do you run Hatter?
That's a good
Not Chaos Hatter, so just normal Hatter. So the demon has to say demon, minions will change into minions. Yeah.
Well, that's not that bad. So that's not
demon.
that's not a death blow.
The demon's definitely a Nodashi now, probably, most likely. Because why would you not? If the Scarlet Woman pass has already happened, there could be another Scarlet Woman among the minions.
That's true. Fuck. Ugh, Hatter. Ugh, that's bad news.
Yep, and we've just got to recalculate who we think the goblin is, if there's a goblin.
Because if not,
Nope. Okay. All right.
The Lauren Madar combination makes a lot of sense. Naomi, sure. I actually kind of do believe Robert's empath.
Okay.
I'm not fully sold on that world. It's just right now the two worlds that I have.
Where's the puzzle drunk?
Yeah, I mean, one of them could have been the puzzle drunk.
Okay.
I don't know. I gotta hear it. I don't know who.
I think it was Lewis to Dave B. So candidates left for that would be Lewis, Nina, or Dave.
I would say like Nina's probably my top demon candidate.
Yeah, fair. And we could have a Nodashi, so I'll have to talk to Lewis about maybe that he might be poisoned last night.
It could always be
All right. Nominations are open. Merrick, go ahead.
I am the Hatter who is claiming Goblin to try and stay alive as long as possible. I think now we might have... I think the Kazali might have been switched to Nodashi possibly. And we might have a new Scarlet Woman or something. So we should... so people should be wary of their information from last night. Just possibly sitting next to a demon.
I
Dave?
can confirm.
Oh.
Are you running Chaos Hatter or normal?
Not Chaos Hatter. So Demon would need to stay the same. Minions would still need to stay minions. Brody?
I think everything that Merrick said is true, and it's for that reason I'm nominating Lewis.
All right. Brody nominates Lewis. State your case.
I think we are I think beyond a shadow of a doubt we're in a spy game, and Lewis is the only player alive who I think a demon would have absolutely killed by now.
All right. Lewis?
So we've got a dead cannibal, a dead hatter, dead mathematician. I don't know, I think there's other people that would have been killed. Like, the Dreamer kind of trails off in usefulness as the game goes on. If you want to rule me out, that's fine. I mean, that artist, yes, but I did see Merrick as the Hatter really early in the game, but obviously if I was the spy, then I would know that.
I want to
All right.
Lewis, but there's a fake world where he's the spy turned Scarlet Woman.
Majority is 4.
I do think Lewis is at least starting spy.
Lewis just said dead mathematician.
I think I'd rather go for Nina, but
No, there's not.
Is that
One
not what you
more?
asked?
Forward. One more. No, of course not.
I am not the mathematician. Never have
I
been a
know.
mathematician.
I know.
3.
Never claimed a mathematician.
Not enough.
There's no dead mathematician.
You claimed mathematician to me day one.
Yep. I meant publicly.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I am
Well, that's
the
just
monk.
what I have.
I've
Still have
always
you
been
down
the
as. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay. All right.
Is sound okay
Well,
with me?
definitely again then.
Nina, or is there anything against that?
What?
Like, I want to nom Nina. Is anyone against that? Or
No.
That makes sense. But I don't know.
Only that Nina's my neighbor, and I haven't been told I'm the marionette. So unless she tells me right now,
Nope. If Nina's the demon, Lewis, you could have
Okay.
been poisoned
Go
last
for
night.
it.
Went into the.
I'll nominate Nina.
I could have been.
All right. Matthew nominates Nina. State your case.
Yeah, I have Lewis's spy at worst, but the Hatter could have changed that. But I do. Nina is more likely demon candidate than Lewis is.
All right. Nina?
I'm either the Ravenkeeper, the Goblin, or the Demon. Kill me either way.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're really finding the whole evil team, so this is
Yeah.
really handy.
What if Blake's the
All right.
Scarlet Woman?
Are you counting that as a goblin claim? Because there was multiple in there.
I am the Goblin.
Before I vote. Okay.
All right. Nina has claimed Goblin. Majority is 4. Here we go.
I don't think I believe that.
The Hatter
Last
could have
night I
moved
dreamt.
the
I
Goblin.
don't. For some reason, I don't.
Last night I dreamt Brody as a demon. Like, unless we think Brody actually is a demon candidate. Like, well, I've been reading Brody if evil as a minion, so I don't know if
5 is enough.
Like, I think Nina could be the Nodashi.
Based on who didn't vote for that, I feel okay with this execution. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong.
Any more nominations?
Yeah, but
Am I the one you're looking at?
It could have moved the Hatter to Nina, who had an empath 1 on her. So
That's
the Hatter
true.
could move the Goblin to Nina.
Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, it's true.
All right.
And then so like Blake.
Count
I'd almost be tempted we should
from 10.
nominate Blake and see if he claims it.
I think Nina's probably Lewis was starting spy.
Nina nominates Blake. State your case.
We should not kill me.
Blake.
I'm the Goblin.
Yep, told you.
Goblin has been claimed. 5 to tie, 6 to execute.
I think Nina's demon, Lewis is spy. Blake might just still actually be the Goblin.
That worries me because I do think Dave is.
One's not enough.
I mean,
Well,
you can.
I for one,
I'm probably gonna. I'd like to die tomorrow.
Count from 10.
I for
You're not
one
gonna be in
like
three.
the Goblin on scripts, so I'm hoping it's still around next
5.
time. And that,
I'm not sure there is a tomorrow, one way or the other, Dave. So.
Nina has been executed and dies. The game is over.
Yeah.
And congratulations goes to the evil team.
Sorry, Blake. I had to steal it.
Yeah, fine.
Nina was your goblin. She only became the goblin last night. She had been the spy. Lewis was your Nodashi, or he didn't start the Nodashi, he started the Kazali, became Nodashi last night. Wouldn't have been important except for now that we have a bone collector who is good.
It wasn't going in that direction.
You know what's funny is like 3 minutes before you asked about traveling, I was like, I think I would make you an evil traveler. And then everybody's like, I think Merrick's is the demon. And like nobody was really talking about Lewis. And I was like, maybe we should have a good traveler to get a good bone collector, because there was like really no more new information that was going to come. So a bone collector could have really made a difference. And then of course, now we have Nodashi, so now it could have been poisoned, depending on who you picked. Which I mean, that would have. Oh yeah, that wouldn't have done anything. Well, as far as Nodashi goes, so yeah, that would have been helpful. So Ned was your huntsman, Matthew's your damsel, because there's a spy. Minions didn't learn about that. Davey was your Scarlet Woman, saved the Scarlet Woman. Blake was your goblin. Now the marionette, which Lewis learned last night. Originally, Blake drew the recluse token, Nina the Raven Keeper, Davey the soldier. No big surprise. Chris was your artist. Brody was your puzzle master. He was puzzle drunken Steve, your monk, who died right away. So there was no opportunity to really learn that or have a hint for that. Lynn was your mathematician, who I believe got zeros the entire game. Naomi was your fisherman. We gave them the advice that to tell everybody that they can just claim all their stuff. Nobody was being poisoned. The damsel could freely claim. He was kind of already doing that, so we didn't want to lean too hard specifically on that. Yeah, there just really wasn't much downside in this game to just kind of being open about anything and everything. For the most part, I think. Even Evil, except for Lewis, wasn't really pushing misinformation because he had Dreamer, but Raven Keeper, Soldier, Recluse is not really pushing a lot of actual misinformation. Madar was your cannibal. Oren was your pixie. Robert, your empath with a 1.
I couldn't be open about things. I was worried Naomi's advice was for me.
You know what? You could have. If you had, that probably just would have helped Madar.
Yeah, well, no, but I think
yeah.
I was trying to help Madar by.
Yeah. Like it worked either way, or it could have worked either way.
Both alive, somebody would get cannibal info, but yeah.
Yeah. I gave Matt R empath 1 because the artist information said evil somewhere kind of on the leftish side. We thought putting 1 empath 1 on Naomi, Nina kind of helped take some heat away from Lewis. I think that ended up being very effective. Yeah, your bluffs.
If you give me a 0, then I know it's between Dave B and Lewis, who's the teammate.
Yeah. Your bluffs were Investigator, Undertaker, and Dreamer. Goblin will get marked as being retired, but not eliminated. So it won't be on the next iteration of the script, but it will May come back.
Was Chris the puzzle drunk?
No, I was.
Steve was the puzzle drunk.
Steve was. Oh, okay. And so Chris asked if the demon was. Oh, it was between Lewis and.
Yeah, basically from Lewis to Debut.
And the Scarlet Woman in that ping.
Yeah. So an empath won on the spy, having the spy return evil. One, that meant the mathematician wasn't upticking, and then also two, that like I said, it just means getting heat away from Lewis, hopefully, and